Well, it's one of those games, just find a way to survive. That's kind of what we were in, survival mode. I thought our guys, the second half, did do one thing that you had to do to win. You got to come out and show a little bit of grit. We were tired. It's 4 games. Playing without Raves, a lot of things stacked against us. But I thought we had some guys do what you have to do. I thought Elgin Bailey's gave us some grit. I thought Brandon Boland's gave us some grit. And Riley Beanock was consistent with his always through this thing. And again, it's just one of those games. You got to find ways to make more plays in that team. And I thought our zone basically kept them out of the paint. They didn't shoot it particularly well at all, and that gave us a chance too. But just glad to survive it, get it behind us this little stretch, and let's move on now.
Like we saw there, Riley, I mean, you had a tough end of the first half. He comes out, knocks down a 3. That's another one, kind of took charge a little bit.
Yeah, we got a 6-point separation pretty quick in that second half, and you know, naturally, when you're not overly tough and a lot of leadership out there, it's easier to play, and you got a little cushion. And again, they had a hard time making shots themselves. So, but I thought I know Elgin. Elgin's second half, showed some toughness, got some plays in there, and got some things done around that hole, and got some things done with Cody around that hole a little bit. But again, Riley stepped up and knocked down a couple shots for us, big for us.
You mentioned the fatigue. You mentioned the fatigue for your guys a little bit. I mean, just where would you say it's at right now, and how has it been over the last few days? Kind of gauge where it's been getting worse. Have you noticed it on the floor?
Well, I don't even ask how tired they are. I don't want to hear anybody give me an excuse. That don't matter. How to play a game. I mean, just probably common sense. Playing 4 games in a row. I'm sure there's some fatigue there somewhere. Probably more in their mind than there is in their bodies. But I know we played a lot of guys. Cody's again. He's having to play that kind of minutes, consecutive nights. That's not easy. Riley Beanock himself again. He's playing awful hard. Again, he played 35 minutes tonight himself. That's a bunch of minutes, but they fought through it. And I'm sure they won't have any problem sleeping tonight. Those that sleep.
Now that you're a few more games into the season and he's gotten more comfortable, what have you seen out of Brian Bryant?
I see different things at different times. I like to see some consistency. So I like to see, you got to have your point guards got to make consistent plays for you. It can't make, 2 good plays and a bad play. You can't do it. And you have to be able to control the flow of what's going on out there. And sometimes slow up's the best thing to do. Slow up. He's got to do a better job of just filling the flow of that game. Sometimes you'll slow up, you'll be amazed how that see you open up out there and create driving lanes. So just keep going. Those things he's got to continue to do. But you see his athleticism. He can go make a play at times, and you never know when it's going to come. He'll become better when you put a little more confidence alongside of him. He needs another guy alongside of him that can help take some pressure off of him. Driving that basketball, and a guy that can, create plays for other people. Right now, him being the only guy that really has the ability to do that at all out there, new guy, makes it even more tough for him.
At what point did you learn of Raymond's issue with the missed classes, and how hard is that?
I knew about it a long time ago. I knew about that a long time ago. I'm surprised you guys, I'm disappointed you guys didn't find out. Y'all not doing your jobs.
Why wait till now to?
Well,
why wait till now?
That's when I decided to do it a long time ago. That's when I wanted to do it.
It's easy for your guys when the exhibition maybe to relax a little bit. How do you kind of combat that going into tomorrow?
Well, I don't even combat it a little bit. There'll be a little bit of excitement if D going to play and Suge going to play. So I've got a couple bodies, at least, different bodies haven't played. So I don't think those guys, I don't think those guys will go into it fatigued or relaxed. And we probably need them that way. Rest of us, I'm sure there are some reasons for it, but hopefully we can get enough confidence from D being out there in the plays he's going to make. He makes some easy things for everybody else, and that's the different thing that he's going to give us that no one else really has capabilities of doing. like he can do it.
Do you feel like tonight you can get the ball in the post a little bit more, just even more than you have?
I feel like no, I'm just trying to get out a 1-point win. So I'm trying to feel like, hey, you know, I think, yeah, I thought we could some, and I think we did some. And we tried more. I think Elgin probably had his career tonight, didn't he? 13 and 7 for him. That's a career for him for sure. In 24 minutes, it's a bunch of minutes for Elgin. He was able to overpower some of those guys down there just physically. Yep.
Have you seen what you wanted to out of John Reek?
Well, I wish I was able to really play him longer in stretches and, you know, be able to get him involved in some things and try to execute a few things with him versus putting him in when you're really grinding out the clock and not asking him to execute much. But, you know, hey, the thing that John does, I mean, you know, he seems to get his hands on the ball sometimes, somehow. He seems to, you know, he'll draw attention out there. You know, pace of the game's tough for him, but, you know, we just got to keep figuring out some ways he can help us at times, maybe. That's possible.
Is that it?
Very good.